Okay, what we're going to talk about is behavioral retargeting, and this is a marketing technique used by many retail and even informational entities that want to get out their message, or they just want to sell something. And this is something you've probably seen but may not have heard the term behavioral retargeting. It's the process from which you may have searched for something on Google or gone directly to a website, to maybe a Best Buy. Maybe you searched for a plasma TV, or you were looking at the new iPhone, some other product. Then you left Best Buy and then you went to Fox News or MSNBC or possibly the New York Times or some other high visibility site that's participating in these networks. And lo and behold, promotional ads are popping up about the plasma TV that you just looked at, or plasma TVs in general, or the iPhone, etc. This is called behavioral retargeting, and it is the process by which these campaigns, these ad campaigns, can follow you and identify your behaviors based on where you go, and then target you on these sites if they are in the participating retargeting network. How does this work? Well, we use what's called a tracking pixel. So briefly, I'm going to show you a graph that shows what happens, and then we'll go through the process as it might work on the web. So once the campaign is started, the company, in this case we'll use Verizon, maybe they did want to target people looking for certified pre-owned devices. So the person starts off looking on the site. Maybe they searched for this on Google and then came to the Verizon site, or maybe they went directly to Verizon knowing that they were a provider of this type of product. As soon as they pull up this page here, the tracking pixel is dropped onto their browser. So now when they leave this site over here and they go to other participating sites in the network, Best Buy even, or Yahoo, or Fox News, probably CNN, MSNBC, the ads that are loaded are designated based on the tracking pixel that they picked up here. So here we're getting a smartphone or a certified pre-owned device, or maybe just a general Verizon ad. Maybe Verizon just wants to promote themselves to get them back. What happens here is they see the ads promoting goods and services and of their original interest, and this will happen for as long as they have the tracking pixel. So depending on the potential buyer's time frame, they could carry this around with them for a couple months, or maybe they realize after a couple of days and they're going to buy soon that now they're seeing Verizon and they think, you know what, I'm going to go with Verizon. So what happens then is they then click on this ad right here eventually, and they return them back to the promotion page, where now Verizon is hoping to convert by them buying or trading in something. This conversion could also be anything else. It could be a politician looking to promote their point of view. It could be a healthcare company that's trying to promote their services, or maybe even just get somebody to call them so they can help them understand changing healthcare products and everything going on in the news. There's no limit to how this type of campaign can be employed. Now, this is the mechanism by which this works, but it's not necessarily the only strategy. There are many ways to get people to find these tracking pixels so that we can target them in more specific ads, and also you can have multiple ads for each campaign. So one of the ways that we could do that is we could do a search engine optimization program where we optimize for, say in this case, the term certified pre-owned devices, and get that landing page up on the SERPs, the search engine ranking positions. Now the more people that search for that will find this particular page and click on it, and then more people will get the tracking cookie, and therefore more people will be followed around with that ad campaign. There are other ways to do this as well. For more specific examples, we could go into that at another time, but right out of the box, sometimes there is a need to target a smaller niche or a specific group of people where we know who they are, and there are certainly direct marketing techniques to employ in those situations. So let's look how this might look on the web. So because these ads can rotate in and out, I've left my findings and the trail up behind me. To do it in real time might mean that it wouldn't necessarily rotate in at the same time. In this particular case, I've typed in mortgage rates as the search term, and at the top I have a sponsored ad from lendingtree.com, and I clicked on mortgage rates, the link right here, and it brought me to this page. This is a deep within their site page. It's not their home page. This is where the tracking pixel is dropped into my browser. As you can see, and it's got the typical CTAs here to call, type of loan, type of property, get free offers. Not too bad of a landing page, but it didn't sell me. I decided I'm not really into it right now. I'll come back and look at this later. I went back to Google and typed in Fox News, and then I came here, and look at that, Lending Tree ad right over here on Fox News. So this is how they identified me. They dropped the pixel on my browser. I went to another participating network site, and Fox News is a good one because they have high traffic, and it's a good way to get in front of a lot of people. And there's the ad. Now I probably won't click on this right now if I was really looking for information on mortgages. If I just started, I'm going to check out a bunch of different sites and sources. But the idea here is that now in traditional banner ad marketing, you pay to get in front of people, but you never, who you get in front of is a crapshoot. In this particular type of campaign, the ads are more targeted towards the intent of the visiting surfer. So while I might not click on it right now, I may be looking for the next month or so, and I keep seeing these Lending Tree ads popping up on the participating networks. Eventually that brand will seem to be an authority in the matter, and when I am ready to call somebody or to have them call me or to submit a form, I'm more likely to then eventually click on this. And when you do that, for the purposes of this, you click on the ad and it brings you back to this, which is not the original page, which was here, but this one, which is, okay, here's our lending rates, what kind of loan do you want? Let's get some offers now, call us. This would be with the conversion page. And this is how we follow along the clients, or the potential clients, for as long as they carry these tracking pixels and for as long as we're keeping the ad campaign going. This can be done on a nationwide basis. It can be you can geo-target. You can look at specific, you can only target people in a certain state or a certain region of the state. There's no way that you can not gear these campaigns to be very specific, especially if you're trying to get a certain age group, and there's the age group of higher density in certain cities. You can target those cities. The options are almost endless. So this is what behavioral retargeting is. It's extremely effective, and it can be used in conjunction with many other digital marketing techniques, inbound marketing techniques. There's social media options where you can do high-end social monitoring and listening to see who's talking about it. For instance, in this case, if you see anybody talking on channels about mortgage rates, or they want to, has anybody maybe they go on to Facebook or Twitter and they say, hey, any of my friends know where a good company is to look at refi, social monitoring, and then engagement. You can swoop in and engage them as Lending Tree and say, here, check out these rates, and we'd be happy to give you a free quote if you click on this link. Well, of course, that link will take them here. The tracking pixel will get them, and then if they leave and don't do anything, when they come back to a network place, there it is again, and now we have them. So that's behavioral retargeting. I hope you understand it, and if you have any questions, please give us a call.